And Vancouver won 4-0. Seattle 7-1 victors over Connor Bedard.
Well, Seattle?
Yes, Seattle 7-1 victors over Connor Bedard.
Chicago's a dumpster fire, which is probably honestly kind of like where I want my Flames to be, because that's a good thing. Get another pick, build a team around that boy. Let's go.
Send Connor to the World Juniors, eh?
Amen. Oh my God, are you kidding me? That would make our Christmas vacation that much better.
Oh, that would be wonderful. It
would be wonderful. And you said Vancouver got a shutout?
Yes, 4-0.
Was Demko in net?
I don't know. I don't know.
He's had a hell of a season, that kid. Wow.
Yeah, I haven't been catching a lot of the NHL games because I've been watching the rodeos in the evening.
Yeah. So, I didn't catch anything. My whole house was sick last night again. So we did the smart thing and we went to bed. I think by 8:30 she was lights out in this house. So, and it was good. We all needed it badly. We have a big weekend this weekend. We today at 3, I think Parker and Mama Bear, was going to be me, but because Levi here, as you can see in the picture, he was nauseous yesterday. So I'm going to stay back with him and Lily, and Mama Bear and Parker are going to head to Etonia. Then tomorrow, me and Levi are off to East End for a tournament. Parker's got a game in town. Then Sunday back to Etonia. So we got a big weekend.
That is a big weekend, man. That is a big weekend. And
where are you off to with Peyton?
I just got a 1 game on Saturday night in Shaunavon, and
right on. That's perfect.
So we only have 2 games in the next 2 weeks for Peyton, and well,
that's kind of nice during Christmas season. Doesn't ramp it up too much. Lets you at least kind of coast into that, which is such a fun season.
Yeah, it is, and I quite enjoy the just a little break. It kind of splits the hockey season up, and man, in January do we play hockey?
Yeah.
Cool
I bet you would have to. You would absolutely have to, yeah.
But the cool part is we only have 3 road games.
That is nice.
Yeah, after this run before Christmas, we have 3 away games in January and February.
Oh, that is glorious.
That will be nice.
So today is Meat Friday on the Dan Patrick Show, which is one of my favorites. Meat Friday, he does a big Traeger spread, and today Chad Ward is there for it. He's cooking it up. So big shout out to Dan and the Danettes, and Merry Christmas, and to Old Boy, because he's one of our only viewers when we do it live. When we always have 1 viewer, and Chad Ward is the man that's in here almost every single time, and he's blowing me up on the phone talking shit. So
is that the brisket you had to fix for him, or what?
No, are you kidding? No, that was, and I didn't fix the brisket. There was just some advice needed. I got a buddy catering a big gig, and so he just wanted to. He knew what to do. It was just one of those moments where you second guess yourself, and you just kind of want some reiteration on it. So
I hear you. So I just got to cover quickly the NFR, the results last night. Jess Pope wins bareback $30,706.
Good payday.
Good payday. Brody Kress on Monster wins $24,433. Top ride of the night. Let's go to bull riding. Tristan Hutchinson with an 89. He takes home a payday of $30,706, which is good. Bridger Anderson, a time of 3.3 seconds in the steer wrestling, $30,000 payday. The team roping goes to Tyler Wade and Wesley Thorpe, $30,706. Tie down roping, Hunter Heron with a 7-4. And he takes home $30,706. So
nice work. I mean,
yeah,
this is the weekend. I mean, it's when they can make or break for next year. So good luck to all these guys, and keep raking in that money.
Yeah, and actually barrel racing was really good. I did catch that last night. Cassie Mowry with a 1330 in the barrel pattern. So that was
wow.
That was fast. Arena records 1311. So
yeah, that's absurdly fast. Wow.
It is. It was pretty good night. And
I didn't catch.
Go ahead.
I didn't catch any. We do have the Cowboy channel now, so I can watch it all. But I didn't catch any. I caught the ridiculous blowout of a football game last night, which was unbelievable. Ain't nobody think that was going to happen.
63-21.
42-0 at halftime for a team that scored 0 points last week. They couldn't get a safety, a field goal. They couldn't get past the 50-yard line last week. They put up 63 points last night. That's unbelievable. Set a record for the Raiders with Aiden O'Connell. Bye-bye, Jimmy Garoppolo. Go away. Nobody needs you. You look pretty, but you ain't worth the paycheck.
You know, it's really shocking to me how the discrepancy is between the good and the bad teams.
Oh,
like
it's so crazy, man. And anybody can be good against someone good. And it's really a weird year. They could pop up and just have a great game, but still be shitty, all year. But last night I was hoping there would have been a what would you call it? A history made. I would have loved Brandon Staley to have been fired at halftime. God, with that, I don't like that, man. I think he needs to go.
He will be going.
Yeah, he better be. And then after last night, he made the comment like, yeah, I believe I'll still be here. I mean, every good team has these games. I'm like, no, they don't. No, they don't. They don't get down 42-0 at halftime to a team that didn't score a point the week before. No one's ever done that. What the hell are you talking about? Good teams don't do that.
No, exactly.
And he calls the defense. He calls the defense. It's on him.
The weird part is it's not only in football, it's in hockey, so up and down. And
it is.
Sports has been hit by, I don't know what, craziness, let's just call it.
Too much politics, Tyson, and too much stuff off the ice going on. Hockey used to be, you concentrated on your craft, right? I talked about it before with the two Kelsey brothers in every commercial, doing every single thing. And I get it. It's a payday, right? They've got a small window to make all that money and retire before 40, right? They got a long life to live after, need all that money. Say hi.
Hi.
And but it's too much. Like, you got to focus on your craft first.
Yeah, well, and a lot of the rulings where they can't have padded practices and stuff like that. Yep. Like, there's so many rules.
That hurts them.
Yeah, it does hurt them. Like, how do you tackle when you can't tackle in practice?
They wonder why tackling isn't the same as it used to be. There's a reason. These guys used to tackle like they did in a game every practice.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, now they got the helmets and the big bubble things that go up.
Yeah, they look ridiculous. I mean, I understand, concussions are a big deal. That one, whatever. But the non-tackling and all that, it's just like, guys, like, in the game, it's no different than hockey. You wonder why there's, guys don't hit as much, or when they do, they cause injuries or get penalties when they're older. We used to teach kids how to hit in Pee Wee. Exactly.
You know what they look like? A living bobblehead. They got.
Yeah, they do, with those big styrofoam things on. They're hilarious.
Oh, that's
and then Richard Sherman said it last night at halftime. It's hilarious. He goes, I think they should order him an Uber now and fire Staley at halftime. I'm like, yes, Sherman, can we make this happen? This was the greatest thing ever. But it didn't.
Oh, but it didn't. So I guess we should get to the today is Picks Day.
Today is Picks Day. We've been dog shit so far, Tyson. So
what? I thought we've been winning. What are you talking about?
We went 4 for 8 last week, and the 4 that should have won, the locks, were losses. It was unbelievable.
All right. Well, I'll just scroll through them here, and then so Minnesota, Cincinnati play a battle of nothing, really. Well, Minnesota's in, I guess.
But Bengals are good right now, so I think they're going to beat Minnesota, even though Minnesota's got more to play for.
Well, Minnesota's sure not good. Pittsburgh at Indianapolis, what a stinker that is.
Well, that's going to be dog shit, yeah.
Detroit at Denver, and how can you bet on Detroit the way they've been playing the last month?
And especially against Denver. Denver wants in there. Denver is in it for blood.
Atlanta at Carolina is Carolina.
Oh my God, that might be the stinker of the week.
Chicago, Cleveland. Chicago's been playing better.
And so has Cleveland with Joe Flacco, baby. Elite Joe.
I know. Another stinker is Tampa at Green Bay. Oh, what a horrible game.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that game. Both have things to play for, I guess, but just terrible.
Miami at the Jets, or the Jets are at Miami, I should say. And
well, we'll see what Zach Wilson shows up.
Yeah, well, hopefully neither of them. Giants at New Orleans. Another
Let's
stick.
go, DeVito, baby. I'm a big DeVito guy. I think that might be my second favorite team now. Tommy Cutlets is my new favorite.
Kind of an interesting game. Houston goes to Tennessee. Houston
Is
lost.
Stroud playing?
Hasn't been announced
yet. Yeah, and I love that Will Levis. Man, he scares the shit out of me. Him and Dan Campbell need to get together on a team. Those two guys would break skulls.
He's a gamer. I like him.
Me too.
Kansas City at New England. Well, that would be a long shot there.
It better be a lock. I mean, the Chiefs need a win badly, and the Patriots are terrible.
Chiefs don't need a win. I hate them so bad.
No, I know. But they don't normally slide this far down. So for them, they need a win, not for you and me.
I agree. San Francisco at Arizona. Well, that's a shoo-in.
They are going to destroy them. They might take them and put them in the CFL.
Yeah. Washington at the LA Rams. Another stinker.
I think the Rams are going to walk all over Washington. Yeah.
A pretty interesting game. Dallas at Buffalo.
That'll be a good one. Buffalo has everything to lose.
That's probably the best game we've talked about so far. Sunday night football, Baltimore, Jacksonville.
That'll be a good one. That means a lot. I mean, the Ravens can finally build real separation because the Jags are on their heels. That's the team they kind of need to beat. But at the same time, the Jags can play so well when they want to, man. I'm not overly confident. I'll tell you that.
And then Baltimore, Philadelphia at Seattle for the Monday Nighters. So
which should be a good game. Eagles should win that. But it seems to be the Seahawks always put up a game. You know, they're always in it. So they're not an easy win. That is for damn sure. But I just think the Eagles have been slapping them out 2 weeks in a row. I know they're banged up, but they got too many veterans that are going to be so pissed off at, dropping in power rankings, and everyone basically immediately, like 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, everyone they're not the favorite.
They're done.
Yeah. And like I said about my Ravens, I love that no one talks about us being a contender. Still now, they say, there's a good chance that the Chiefs will beat them out once playoff come times. The Ravens aren't built for it. I'm like, I love it. Keep throwing the negativity to us. Playing as an underdog is the best. And I don't know, given Philly, the underdog atmosphere might not be what you want to do. Kind of builds a dog.
No, exactly. And all they need to do is get healthy for playoffs. I really don't care about
That's it. They're really banged up. They just need to get 3 or 4 pieces back, and they're right back on schedule. That's it. It's just health in the NFL at this time of year. If you can make the playoffs, get healthy for them playoffs, it's like the Ravens when they won in 12 or 13, whatever year that they call that. I think it happened in 13, but it was the season of 12. Yeah. Ray Lewis went out with his torn pectoral, and then we lost Ed Reed, but they all came back for playoffs, and we were a different team than our last 4 games. Everybody counted us out, but we had everybody for that playoff run. We were missing nobody.
No, exactly.
They don't talk about that. We had every receiver, every running back. Our QB was healthy. Our defense was back and rested because they were injured for 4 weeks. So it was Terrell Suggs was down the last 2 weeks. So we got Suggs, Ray Lewis, and Ed Reed back.
So you got 3 free agent signings and real good signings.
Yeah,
basically.
Right.
You know what?
Forget about that.
A scary team is Buffalo in my mind.
No, they are, because Josh Allen, as much as he's up and down, there's not too many guys that want to win as bad as he does. And the team isn't shit. Their roster is good. They've just played down and made huge mistakes at timely, but they seem to be kind of working it out, and they're in there. They're right in there.
Hey, do you want to play Buffalo in the playoffs?
I don't. I
do not either.
No.
Right.
I wouldn't want to play the Browns either, to be honest with you, in playoffs.
I agree.
Flacco, I've always been a Flacco guy. I never thought he was elite, but he's a game manager, and he knows how to win. Don't forget what he did in his playoff run. 14 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, averaged 340 yards and 3 touchdowns a game. He didn't do that once in his entire career. But when the chips are on the line, Joe Flacco's a playoff guy, and that's terrifying if he gets in.
Defense wins championships.
You betcha. You get an offensive guy that can manage the game, ball safety, and you got that defense. Whoop.
Lily, who do you got? Lily Levi, who's your pick for the weekend? We've been sucking on our sports luck. Who should we pick?
Who's going to win this week? Which football team?
Ravens.
The Ravens had a girl.
Great. I suddenly got the flu you've been having. Hey, Park,
Yeah,
how's
you
it
don't get
going?
too close to the camera. He likes the Eagles.
Parks, I plan on coming to your game tomorrow at 10:30.
Well, you better show up then, Parker David.
Yeah, I'm going to be over there by the penalty box, so I better not see you close in person.
Yeah, not in the penalty box. Lily said she'll be there too. Just me and Levi will be in East End eating Timbits on the way.
All right, that's a good deal. Good deal. Okay, well, let's get out our picks here. We'll pick. You got the games in front of you, or should I just roll through
No,
for
I
you?
do. I'm gonna get rid of the kids here. They're gonna go upstairs. Don't forget your blankie. I don't think Mama's feeling too great, so they came down to hang out with me for a little bit. So
Mama's got the flu.
it's been our house has been a damn circus the last 22 days. I went back. It's just been bam, this one, that one, that one. Me kind of the whole time, but I can battle through most shit. But
So you got the stomach flu or a cold? Which is going on?
It's been a cold for 2 weeks, and then this week it turned into nausea.
Okay.
And flu, and then towards now the end of this week, everyone's got a fever, myself included. But it is what it is. Lots of water.
I think maybe Megan's nauseated because she actually started thinking like, I wake up to that every morning. He's like, I don't feel so good all of a sudden.
There could be some truth in this. I have been turning the lights on in the morning, and that might be a problem. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. At least shower before you turn the lights on, honey.
I thought he looked better when we went to sleep, but
It
no.
was better last night. Jesus. There, as much as I hate you for saying it, there could be some truth in this. Okay.
Well, let's dig a little deeper into that. Other show.
We'll dig a little harder into that. We'll let her answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's the shoe-in? Who's the shoe-in?
I want my first game. I'll pick the first one. I like the Bengals over the Vikings on Saturday.
Yeah, that's cool too. I like that Saturday. 3 games.
Yeah, it's really cool when you're not at a frickin' U9 hockey tournament in East End. It's a great Saturday.
So Bengals over the Vikings. That pays 2. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's because the Vikings need the win, and they got the Bengals have Browning, but I got faith in that kid. He's done well.
Yeah, I do too. He's playing very well. So here's an interesting one, and I was going to bring this up. Denver pays 3.8 in Detroit.
Well, let's take it. I mean, honestly, then we've been so shit, been going with this, moving it that way. Let's go with it. I don't think that Detroit has that big of a chance. I think Denver has been willing themselves to win.
And they still have to.
I'm a believer in Sean Payton right now, man. The way he's come around with these guys and even gotten Russell Wilson to somewhat look like he used to. And Denver's defense is pretty decent.
It is. So we're at $76 payday already. We're back to even. We're even now. Already.
Here we go, baby.
Basically, yeah. Okay, who do you got next, partner?
Okay, let's go to Sunday.
Okay.
Let's take the Chiefs over the Patriots.
Well, that's a pretty good one. I agree.
I think that one should happen.
You would hope. I gotta find
it better.
I see the Jets number, but it'll never happen. Chiefs over Patriots, 1.42. That's a nice pick. Nice pick.
Yeah, that one just makes sense to me on this week.
The Jets is a 6 payday.
Oh my God.
But that's never happening. There's no.
I don't know if it could, but could you imagine? I mean, he played great last week. The Jets looked unbelievable, but just can't do it.
The Jets always have a defense. That's one thing about the Jets. They
do. But it's hard to stop Tyreek Hill. It's not easy.
And you still have to score some points to win.
You do. You still got to score points.
So I'm taking Miami. They're only paying 1.37, but
sure.
I think Miami's the one.
Yep. Let's roll with that.
So
can I take DeVito? I want the Giants, baby. Give me DeVito. They're on a roll, baby.
Giants. All right.
They probably don't pay well, but I want them.
Giants pay 4.
Woo! Let's go, DeVito. Come on, baby.
Giants pay 4. That's a good payday. I'm gonna go safe. San Francisco over Arizona. It's
Yep.
1.24, but that's
Probably negative. Probably lose $70 on that one.
Yeah. You owe because hey, we're at 733 big ones already. 6 games in.
Should we take the Rams over the Commanders? Because the Rams, they're trying to make it, and they've been playing well. Like, I mean, they damn near beat the Ravens last week. They should have. If it wouldn't have been for the Ravens making a few timely, awesome plays there. And I've got no faith in the Commanders.
Well, here's the line on there, and I'm gonna see if you think otherwise after. The Rams pay out 155.
Okay.
Washington pays out 430.
Yeah. Well, we can make a different game because there's not much on the line there, but I definitely can't see the Commanders beating the Rams. The Rams are healthy. Jesus. They got that Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp on the other side. That just gives Stafford every option he could ever imagine. Like, they're so dominant together.
Well, I got to stay away from the Dallas-Buffalo game, if you ask me, because that's really a toss-up. Dallas is playing so good. Actually, you know what? Dallas is a 2.9 payout in Buffalo. But can they win in Buffalo? Is Buffalo going to be cold this time of year?
Well, it is cooler out east than it is here. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, that's a good payout.
Yeah, it is a good payout, but can they win? Like, not that it has mattered lately for me.
It hasn't. I'll let you pick the next one. So I took my
DeVito. I'm nervous. Let's take Cleveland at home versus Chicago. They pay 2.
Okay, that's a good one. No problem there. How many picks is that?
That is 7. So you get the flip game here. You get the flip game, man.
Okay. And Monday is Eagles at who do our Eagles play?
Chips. I'm just telling you, we're in the chips. We're at $1,466 of the game.
And who do the Eagles play on Monday? I can't
Seattle.
find it. Well, that's got to pay out a little bit because Seattle's not terrible, and Seattle needs a win.
Seattle is 3.35 payout.
No, I don't want to pick Seattle for God's sakes. What's Philly?
Yeah, 1.8. Same as Baltimore. The odds are the exact same. Baltimore pays out 1.8. They're at Jacksonville. Jacksonville's 3.35. Philly and Seattle, the exact same.
The exact same, which makes sense. That seems like the same. Actually, not. I think Eagles have a way better shot winning than the Ravens do, but that's okay.
I don't know. So
I mean, we could go with the Cowboys and roll with them. We always go against them bastards this time of year. It's kind of our thought. Maybe we go against what we say and get on that 2.9 train. Give it a shot.
Whatever you think. So I'll go over the leftover opening games. Dallas 2.9, Buffalo 2.15, Washington 4.3, the Rams 1.55, Tampa Bay 3.35, Green Bay 1.8, Houston 3, Tennessee 2, kind of a toss-up there. And Atlanta 2, Carolina 3. So depends who actually thinks is
here's my 2 games. I'd like to take either the Cowboys over the Bills. Just I don't really have faith in them, but I think that's why we've been losing. Everything I've had faith in has been a choke. So, and then the other one is Tampa Bay they've won 2 straight, I think. And Baker Mayfield is kind of like that guy. He's so sick of being thrown down and tossed aside. Like, he's got a chip on his shoulder, and I've actually enjoyed watching him play. Like, he's just throwing to Mike Evans all day, baby. Just give it to Mike Evans. Let him run for 160. His defense is playing much better than they were at the start of the year. And Tampa is right in the thick of things because of their division. I don't know. It'd be one of those 2 that I would pick. And they both got like high numbers involved. So, because neither of them are with the odds they're against.
Yeah, I agree. You pick, but in my mind, no, I'm just going to predict the winner of the game. I think Dallas is losing in Buffalo this weekend. I really do. But
let's go with Tampa. Let's roll the chips on Baker Mayfield, baby. I used to make fun of him as a Brown. Let's roll the dice on Baker Mayfield in Tampa because I saw Jordan Love look like absolute shit last week, and then Packers were terrible. He had
Oh
two
my
great
God,
weeks
man.
and then put up a stinker.
What a week. Generating the code here now. I'll email it to you. Do you have time to pick it up today? I do not.
Yeah, I'll fly down in the morning here to the old establishment.
God, you're a high roller. Like you, no one does things like you. You fly across town.
Private jet.
Else walks.
Private jet across town. It's quicker that way.
Well, anyways, here. Don't get
45 minutes. 45 minutes to start the jet, get it warm. 48-second flight, and then let it cool down a bit, and then we'll fly back. I should be back by lunch.
Don't get too excited here, but our payday is $4,913. Merry Christmas to us. That's all I can say.
I mean, I'm not going to spend it ahead of time like we did the first week, but I'm pretty hopeful.
Hey, that it could work because in previous weeks we've been picking like the shoe-ins and they haven't come through.
Nothing has. Dog
crazy.
Shit.
Yeah, it is crazy. I'll send it to you after the show here, but
perfect.
Yeah, I think we probably are a shoe-in. Like
I think it's guaranteed. I mean,
if we can win like an average of $2,500 a week over the next year, I mean, I'd probably retire.
Yeah, I mean, that's more than we're making after Trudeau takes it. At least, what do you call it? Lottery winnings aren't taxed in Canada, so that's a pretty big plus. I'm sure that's my end. I think there we go. I can see you now. My kids are, I can hear you because we're doing the podcast same time, but pretty sure my kids are all up now, meaning all of them are watching TV upstairs, catching their cartoons.
And how is the old alley box treating you?
I love it. Like, other than at 7:30 in the morning, generally, when I think every kid in town gets up and sucks back our internet.
Yeah.
We've never had one issue. Like shit, Cowboy Channel can watch NFR. I watched the Leafs last night with an amazing comeback. That wasn't really on any TV station, but I can just click on the Leafs logo and watch it. I was just following on, I don't watch the Leafs, you know that, but I was following on Twitter, and it's like they got this big comeback. They were down 5-0 going into the third, and when I saw it was 5-3, I'm like, I'm gonna go over there and click and texted my buddy who's a Leafs fan. He's like, as I sent him a snap, he said, how the hell are you watching the game? I said, oh, baby, I got the good stuff. I don't got none of this garbage Bell or none of this. I got the goods. He's like, holy shit. He's like, you son of a bitch. And then they came back. They lost anyways, but huge comeback. 5-0 to tie at 5 all in force overtime is. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm happy they lost, but what an epic comeback. It was awesome. And then flipped it back to the football. And the TV actually has an option. I can't use it here because SATEL's internet is dog shit. But when I switch over to Starlink, I can click a button and I can stream 4 games at once, up to 6 on my same TV, and it will have all the screens on. You just click the channels you all want to watch. You just need enough speed. We don't have enough speed here because SaskTel. Yeah. But at the office where my kids aren't, so they don't use none of it. On like Thanksgiving, I could have both the games on. Or if I went there on a Sunday, I could watch 2 games at once, no questions asked. So it's cool, man. Like I really like the alley box. I got nothing bad to say about it. I've had it now 3.5 months, and it's been great. Just shitty that our internet's not quite fast. And I would switch to Starlink today, but I'm on contract for another year with SaskTel, so I got to wait for that to expire.
Yeah, I follow you. And well, hey, streaming is the future of TV. The days of the satellite are gonna.
It's a ripoff. We've been getting gouged for years. It's time. And like this one apparently is fully legal. It's not like I bought it in the back of a van. They've been around since 2009, and
those are the best places to buy TV.
That's true. The porn is better on those, but kids. So kids.
Yeah, well, I need to watch it. I don't know. Anyways, we got some great shows coming up next week. We're gonna do it's Christmas coming up, so we're gonna do 10 wishes for our teams starting next week. We're gonna do Josh's teams and my teams. So we'll start with the Calgary Flames on Monday morning.
Oh God!
So put your top 10 wish list together for the Calgary Flames.
Okay.
For Monday
I've already
morning.
got it.
We'll
Sell,
follow.
sell.
We'll follow it up with the Edmonton Oilers. Then we'll flip over to Baltimore. Then we'll go to Philly. And on Friday, I'm not sure what we'll do. But
Friday we can do the Riders.
The Riders. We'll do Riders. That was a plan of mine. I knew we had one joint team, and I knew it wasn't the Blue Jays. The Riders.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can do the Blue Jays and the Orioles. I know nothing about baseball. I only cheered with them to screw you off, and now I'm an Orioles fan for life, as you can see the cup in the background. But I know nothing about them. I don't even know who's on their team. I think I know one guy, Adam Rutschman. That's it. So I'm not a real fan. But you can give your prediction on the Blue Jays because most people cheer for them. So
no, it's not a prediction; it's a wish. What do you wish?
A wish list. Sorry, a wish.
And then after next Friday, we'll be taking a little break. We'll resume back in the new year on January the 2nd, kind of deal. So,
awesome.
Yeah,
it'll be and lots will have happened by then. So there'll be lots to bitch and more.
Lots will have happened, and then we got some amazing shows. We're going to have the Outlaw Buckers on. We're going to have Robin Silvernagel on. We're going to have, we got some guests. So
Tyson has lined up all the guests, by the way.
Yeah.
I've done nothing but try and survive a cold for the last 3 weeks, but
maybe we should get a doctor on here. Like,
oh God, that's the last thing I need is someone to, I am so sick of doctors. You go to a doctor's and it's just, you just need to take more drugs, I take drugs and I just get drowsy. I can handle a cold. I can go to work through it. I can battle through. I'm sick of drugs.
I know what I'm going to get you for Christmas.
Oh God, here it goes.
Get you an antibiotic cigar.
Oh, now that I would be into.
Yeah, when you smoke, you'll be taking your antibiotics at the same time.
Okay, now this, you might be on to something here. I haven't been able to have a cigar in like over a month and a half because my throat's been just destroyed and it's killing me. There's been some nice nights I could have actually sat out on my deck in December, but all for naught.
We're going to fix you up. Antibiotic cigar, and just take one once every other day for 2 weeks straight, and you'll be fine.
And you know what? Because it's I could probably convince Dad to let me smoke it at my desk. I'll get an old Schmaltz Insurance ashtray like Cam used to have for his cigarettes, and I can smoke a big fat. Are you smoking a cigar at work? It's Tylenol. Don't worry, it's just a little Tylenol, a little NyQuil. Back off.
Had a bit of a scratchy throat this morning and thought I'd fix myself up.
Just a big old fat cigar. Oh my God, but I love that. Are you kidding me?
Well, let's do it. And I'll doctor up the cigar for you, buddy. So
no, I will not trust that. Absolutely not. Ivermectin and
liquamycin in from the cows, and
as long as I can get some of that ivermectin, I'm telling you, everybody tells me it's magic, so I'll take some. I think that's probably all.
I got to do my bulls. I'm running them through the chute here in the next couple of days. So you just run in behind one and I'll just sprint on the back. We'll fix you up.
Sure. Just don't tag me. No ear tag.
Oh no, we want an RFID so we can keep track of you. That's a little button, and then we'll,
Yeah, no, I think the government's tracking me enough with my stupidity and all the memes I sent to my buddies down south. Between Josh Hoagland and me, I'm pretty sure prison time is in the future.
Well, you know what? Let's just end the show on that. Is like, what's so weird? You and your wife or whatever, someone in your family, you can be sitting and talking, say, at the table or watching TV, and all of a sudden you grab your phone, and how come that topic pops up? Like,
oh man,
if no one's listening, why is that phone popping up what you were just talking about?
Oh, that phone is always listening, and you can't protect that. You talk about. I talked the other day, we're going to Calgary next weekend for Christmas, and I talked about Megan's uncle drinks Nespresso coffee. He doesn't have a coffee machine. And so, but we go there and there's a lot of us. I said, and we drink them right out of all of his Nespresso. And those things are expensive, like $1 a pod. So I just said, I think today I'm going to order some and get them delivered to his house just as like a thank you, because I know we're going to drink them. So I'm going to order 100 pods for the weekend. And within minutes, I was checking my whatever social medias, and there it was. Every brand of Nespresso was popping up on my thing. I mean, I hadn't seen an Nespresso ad in a year, maybe more. Mentioned it to my wife on the couch that I'm going to place an order through Amazon and just going to order a bunch of Nespresso to be delivered there. And sure as shit, to open up Facebook, it was the first thing that popped up on one of my ads, like 3 things down: Nespresso pods, Nespresso machines, Nespresso frothers, everything Nespresso. Yeah. And all day since, and yesterday, and stupid.
So the government does not have to track us. SaskTel already is.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this little box right here is the devil.
Yeah, it is. And everyone carries one. So what better tracking device than a cell phone?
Yeah, they're so smart, and they got us so hooked on them.
Yeah, well, they do. And
Sports. I'm scrolling all day when I'm away. You know, oh, who won that football game or that hockey game? Or my buddies down south love college sports, so they've got me interested. So I'll even scrolling through college. I've downloaded special apps that for their teams, and we got Hoagie with the Jayhawks, and we got Chad with the Gators, and Coach with the Dogs, and I check it all out. You know, it's ridiculous, but I'm always on it. Whether I'm not really texting much or anything, but it's just always on it, and it's an addiction. It's like so easy, right?
it is. Well, hey, when the Sports Select games come up, I'm always checking scores.
Totally. I mean, I'm refreshing minutely. Like every 3 minutes, I'm back on. Like, oh, God.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like
We're winning $4,900. I'm just saying. So
that's right.
ready.
And that's Canadian. So for you American people, that's $82. So
Yeah.
we're in the money. We're in the money, but it's
We
tax-free $82. So it's like, it's pretty awesome.
We can probably buy 10 liters of gas and a couple bags of chips, and
Yeah, down there. Up here, we can get a Snickers, and if we're lucky, the cheap lip balm. Yeah.
Well, I'll give you the lip balm. I'll take the Snickers.
Yeah, I'd rather take the Tylenol-filled cigar, but that's for another day.
We'll get it. Well, we're gonna get antibiotic and Tylenol together. We'll do it.
Mix it up.
Yeah, we'll fix it up.
As long as it ain't a suppository, I'm in.
I'm just saying there may be the odd flare up when you're smoking.
I got enough flare ups. I'm good. What do you think of my new coffee cup? Little Christmas gift.
Oh Jesus! I kind of understand now why the nausea is flying around in your house. Like I get it.
Go Ravens!
All right. Well, you have a great weekend, man.
You too, buddy.
You're a busy guy this weekend, and yeah, have a great weekend, and work hard on your top 10 wishes for the calendar.
Oh yeah, I'm already thinking. I got 2 immediately that popped in. So
yeah, so join us next week for our wishes for our teams, and if you got some, those of you listening, and you want us to read them out, email or text me or
text
John.
us. Yep.
We'll gladly read out what your wishes are for your sports team. So
I know there's only 7 Flames fans, but all 7 of you guys, go ahead and text me, and I'll figure out a wish list. If we each give 1, we're almost at 10. So
yes, and we're going to talk a little Hockey Canada next week and see what our World Juniors are looking like, because that's my favorite time of year. I'm super stoked. I don't think Canada is going to have. They're going to have a good team, but they're not going to have a great team, I don't think.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know where they're going to end up sitting. I think they're going to be all right, but nothing stands out to me. But you know what? That's the beauty of World Juniors. All of a sudden, someone will pop out of that list. You'll see them on the big stage. You're like, whoa, here we go. We got a guy. We got a dude. You know,
I always like it when one of the Broncos or Tigers are on that team.
Me too. Makes it exciting.
Yeah, really follow. And hey, we're going to have Gavin McKenna on that team next year. You know that.
Well, they can't deny him. I don't give a shit where the coaches come from. He's going to be on that squad. That kid's unbelievable.
And how about that 14-year-old and Brandon? Like,
yeah, I didn't know his old man owns the team either. That's crazy.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah, so I was talking to someone, and I said, like, how did they get him then? Like, it's all through draft and whatnot. Yeah. And his dad basically said, like, he's an untouchable. Don't you dare draft him. Like, don't touch him. And apparently there's like an unwritten rule. It's happened 3 times.
Really?
And yeah. And
let's just quickly look if he scored last night. I'm just looking here on.
And basically the other teams know, and there's a respect among managers, especially when a dad owns one of them. Yeah. And yeah, they basically said, all right, we'll leave him for you at your pick. You can have him. And and so he got him.
Wow. He did not score last night, but amazing story for a 14-year-old.
Like, it is 14 years old, man. And scoring in the dub, that's a man's league. Holy shit, dude. Like, that WHL is no joke. That is World Junior Hockey at its finest, and to be 14 years old.
To think that when you're 25, you may have peaked in hockey. Like, the athletes are getting younger and better, and 25 used to be the prime. And now you're starting to think, well, maybe you're past prime at 25.
I think it's because their bodies are already starting to wear down. Their training is so intense, like what they do and how they train and what they train for and the age that they start compared to what it used to be. I
Yeah.
mean, guys played just regular hockey till they were 15, 16 back in the day, and then they moved up. Now
I'm not
by
gonna
9,
lie,
they're
but
already destined.
any grandchildren that I get, we're going to start training them at about 2 years. And
That's a good idea. I mean, wear them right out by 18. Yeah.
we're going to go into full training. I'm going to have the nutritionist and the,
You joke.
Yeah.
They're kids, man.
Well, here, I got a game plan. I'm going to have a nice young blonde as the nutritionist to help me and Tara out as well.
That's true. It's nice. Female, I hope. I'm hoping female.
Yeah.
Okay.
Female, yeah. A nice young redhead is going to be the exercise.
Okay.
And I'm willing to do all the supervision of all these special programs.
And my kids are going to be so athletic, and I'm going to be so happy.
Yeah. And my wife's going to kill me. So
yeah, and I'll be divorced, but the kids will be happy.
Oh no, I won't be divorced. I'll just be, a life insurance claim for her. So.
Dead. Yeah. Physically harmed.
And then she'll get a nice young whatever colored boyfriend for hair, and I won't be able to do nothing about it.
That's true. Yeah, you'll have some tall 6'2" man. Yeah.
And then she'll have the bat that she hits me over the head with mounted on the wall.
Framed. Best day ever.
Yeah. Either that or my head will be on the wall like a deer or something like that. Oh, what craziness.
Ridiculous.
You betcha. Well, you have yourself a great weekend. We'll maybe hook up somewhere along the road travels this weekend. And
you betcha. I'm sure we'll pass ways at least for sure.
Well, I'm heading south. You're heading north. So if I go,
well, maybe tomorrow while you're coming in at 10:30, we might pass that way because I think that's kind of when we leave. I'm not sure exactly.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I was thinking if I go south far enough and you go north far enough, we'll meet on the other side.
Yeah, that's true. No, it's flat Earth. I watched the program last night. We ain't meeting.
Oh, flat Earth. Okay.
Flat Earth. There's no circle.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah. I mean, it was on Twitter. It's got to be real. So,
I just don't want to go over the edge then.
Yeah, you can't go too far. Can't go too far.
Yeah. And I heard that's just south of Consul, so be careful.
Yeah, that's true. That's where it is.
All right, have a great weekend. Enjoy the hockey action, and we'll catch you on Monday.
You too, Tyson.